You were shooting Gone Baby Gone, which was Ben's directorial debut. It's terrific. And I wonder, I mean, it seems, I think from what you had said once before, that even though it was clearly on the page a great part, and you know what Ben was capable of, there was some reservation. Just was it about the idea of, like many of us, just we might behave differently with our siblings than we would with somebody else? Or?
No, not at all. I didn't have any reservations about it. I was shooting Jesse James. Ben had been trying to cast a movie for a while, and he hadn't directed anything. And so, understandably, there were a lot of people that he wanted to play the part who, I think were a little bit either they weren't sure about him as a director. People had sort of the wrong opinion about him in many ways at that time in his life, and fame, as you mentioned, it's just sort of like a bunch of other people's opinions sort of clustered around somebody that sort of obscures who the person really is. And at that time, all of those opinions of people who didn't know him were sort of negative, and they were clustered around him and stuck to him like barnacles, and they couldn't sort of see what I could see, which was that he was a very, very smart guy and a very talented person with a great sense of how to tell a story. So I had no reservations about working with him. Also, I like to work with people I know because it saves a lot of time getting to know them. And, you like to be pretty frank. There's not a lot of time on a set. And if you know someone, you can sort of cut to the chase. You don't have to be polite or diplomatic. You can just say, like, man, that's a terrible idea, and I'm not going to do it. You got, even when you're wrong. So I had that with him, and I was really excited about it. So he came up to Calgary, where we were shooting Jesse James, and gave me the script, and I said, yeah, I know, and you've been trying to get this done for a while. And he said, well, I want to do it with you. And I said, okay, great, well, let's do it. And then we fought for 6 months about the script, and then we were making it. And
what were the differences?
Oh, nothing really in the end. I mean, it was going in circles, but just the fighting to get warm, I guess, and just to fight, because sometimes it helps. When you care a lot, and making a movie, it's like painting a picture with 100 people, and at that time it was just the two of us, and so we're arguing about brushstrokes, and that wouldn't even end up in the movie anyway. And I was just sticking my nose in a place that wasn't my business, which was the screenplay at that time, which, if Kenny Lonergan is here, he'll tell you I like to do.
And you guys went back to Boston to do it,
So
right?
then we went back to Boston and we shot it, yeah.